Like, seriously, I'm asking a genuine question. What are we talking about here? Can somebody answer me in the comments why people are pissed off at Deion Sanders? Maybe I'm the oddball. Maybe I'm just built different, but I, for one, love what he just did. Another day, another prime time video. You get it? Because it's late at night when I'm posting this, and prime times, you know, late night. Anyways, it sounded better in my head. I get it's corny, but you get what I'm trying to say. We're finna talk about Deion Sanders. It sounded better in my head, but sometimes when I say things, I'm like, why did I think that was going to be funny or even a good idea? Because it's straight up corny. Okay, Matt, shut up. Nobody cares. Get into the video. We've been talking about this man, Deion Sanders, and everything going on with him so much recently, but I'm not going to apologize because, number one, I find it extremely entertaining, and number two, I think you guys do as well. Whether you want to accept this or not, it doesn't matter. It is the cold, hard truth. Deion Sanders, no matter where he goes, he's going to be the talk of the town. Ladies and gentlemen, what I like to call that, say it with me now, the prime time effect. It's not even hard to explain. He has this aura, he has this moxie, this swagger about him. It draws people in. Told a lot of you last year. Caleb Williams, a quarterback for Oklahoma who now plays for USC, he was must-see TV. You got to see him play. I bring that up to say this. Deion Sanders, when it comes to head coaches, he's must-see TV. Let me give you a great example. Do I personally care a single bit, a single ounce about Colorado football? No, heck no, absolutely not. I mean this 100%. In my lifetime of living on this earth, I've never went out of my way to watch a Colorado football game. The only time I've ever maybe watched one of their games was to watch a different team play. It just so happened that Colorado, they were playing them that day. Going a step even farther, I've never once said to myself, man, I can't wait to watch Colorado football. Let's just be real here. People in Colorado haven't even said that stuff. But, and I have a big but. Y'all know where I'm going with this. Now I am saying that stuff. Now, I am excited to see Colorado football. I think a lot of you are in the same boat as me. I now find myself watching these guys. I'm keeping up with their every single move. I'm seeing who they're getting in the transfer portal. What's the breaking news? What's Deion doing? I'm watching all the behind-the-scenes stuff. But why is that? Oh, wait a minute. That's right. The Deion effect. It's simple. Get along with the program. It doesn't matter where this man goes. Attention is going to be brought in. You want to know something that's amazing? You. Yeah, that's right. I'm talking to you watching this video. You're watching a football video about Colorado. I guarantee you this, if Deion Sanders wasn't there, you wouldn't be watching this video. When, if ever, have you, me, or anybody wanted to watch a video on Colorado? It's the Deion effect. However, a lot of people, they're not fans of it. You see, and I'm sure a lot of my older people understand this, but for my younger people, you're gonna understand it. There's a lot of real life haters out there. They're everywhere. It's a dime a dozen. People in this life, especially, and I can't emphasize this, people from your hometown, they can't stand to see you doing good. Some people will give you credit and they'll applaud you and be happy for you, but many others won't. The fact this happened a couple of days ago and people are still talking about it, it blows my mind. But Deion Sanders has pissed off a ton of people. Oh, you don't want to take my word for it? Well, how about I just read you off this comment? Let's clarify, bruh. Black people are mad. You know, the same ones who cry how we never get opportunities. As much as I love my black skin and my black bros and sisters, we can be some of the biggest haters, period, and most of us don't want to see us win. Prime did it right, he elevated. And that got over 500 likes, so I would like to assume over 500 people agree with that, including myself. Or how about this comment? I'll talk about this a little later in the video. Sell out your community the first chance you get for money when you already rich. LMAO, the jokes write themselves. And y'all want to blame single mothers for the downfall of the community? Shaking my head. Interesting comment to say the least. I more than likely will get amped up and fired up in this video, so if that's something you don't like to see, you might want to click off. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot to talk about, and I'm going to let you know up front, some of you aren't going to like what I got to say. And that's okay, you're entitled to your own opinion, but I got to speak my truth. I'm not going to hold back, we got a lot to talk about, but real quick, we're on the road to 250,000 subscribers before Christmas. We are super close. We're currently sitting at a little bit over 246K. We're less than 4,000 subscribers away. If everybody watching this video subscribed, we could hit it. It's simple, I don't want to say it too much, but consider subscribing and joining our amazing college football community. All right, Matt, blah, 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 shut the crap up. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. Oh. Demon Matt in the building. All right, that's kind of corny. Let's just get into it. We're jumping straight into it. So you know everybody's been talking about Deion getting the new job and yada, yada, yada. Well, check on what this person had to say. Whoever this person is said, these new blacks disappoint me. Type of, you know what, to slander their own kind, but will invite a white person to a fictional cookout for knowing how to dance. Basically, this person is just referring to black people tear other black people down. Whoa, wait a minute, hold on. We just gonna let that slide? Did I just catch a stray? He said, will invite a white person to a fictional cookout for knowing how to dance. Yo, did I just catch a stray bullet? I'm white. Yeah, that's gotta be racist. Calm down. I'm just joking before somebody tries to get offended. You know how it is. It's 2022. But anyways, going back to this comment I showed you earlier, check out what this person replied to it. How are you mad at a man leaving a job making $300K? And by the way, let me remind y'all, he donated half of it, so he was only making about $150K for paying $5 million. You left your job at $875 for $950. Make it make sense, Lord. The funny part about it is he ain't even lying. That's what I'm talking about. It's just a double standard. It's the crab in the bucket mentality. People are criticizing Deion for taking a job that's paying him way more money, when in reality, let me ask you a question. If you was making $150K this year and I told you you could go to an even better job and I'll pay you $5 million. Let me repeat that. You'd be going from $150 to $5 million. What would you say? Please let me know your answer in the comment section. I'm just going to assume 99% of you got a brain and you're going to say, yeah, I'll take the $5 million upgrade. And I already know what people are about to say. We're going to talk about this. Well, Matt, it's not about the money. He's rich. He shouldn't be chasing a bag. Once again, that's just another example of the crab in the bucket mentality. You're faulting a man for wanting a better life. But anyways, if you want to use that excuse, here's my counter argument. Leaving Jackson State for Colorado really didn't have anything to Colorado. He was going to leave Jackson State eventually, and I'll explain why. Well, we talked about it in last night's video. Jackson State, they didn't even follow through with what they were supposed to do. Do y'all not remember that there was people stealing from Coach Prime? They were stealing out of the coach's office. I even heard rumors. If you're on the campus at Jackson State, let me know in the comment section. But I did hear rumors about Deion Sanders' son, Shadur Sanders. His car was broken into multiple times. To go on top of that, the athletic department, they were stealing money from Primetime as well. So no, I don't think he just went to Colorado for the $5 million. It's more of Jackson State. They were treating him like crap. This man did everything and anything for Jackson State. He paid for the locker rooms. He was buying these players meals. He was paying for the hotels. Almost all the expenses you can think of and name, and yet they still backstabbed them. That's what life is, though. If you be too nice, people will try to take advantage of you. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch last night's video. I explained everything in detail. Anyways, continuing along here, here's another one I see a lot. Is it wrong for holding folks to promises they made? He pimped JSU, LOL. Another one. Ain't nobody mad at you leaving for more money. That's the smart thing to do. Folks hot because he made generational promises and didn't even end up seeing his first recruiting class graduate. Under that, Flex Uno replied, what he did for the HBCU is generational. What he did for JSU is generational. Those kids he coached now have a winning mentality. If you don't know, don't ask me, look it up for yourself. And here's my favorite one out of them all. What's the problem? At this point, y'all just want blank to stay where they're at and not grow. He worked hard to bring that struggling program to where it's at, and y'all crapping on me because he's making progress in his coaching career. This is why I ain't, you know. Y'all ain't gonna like this, I'm telling you. You're not gonna like this one, but it's facts. This person said, bro, no lies detected. Dude getting roasted for taking a team in school to the next level, afraid what people would say if he was selfish and took back the salary money he gave up to pay for the facilities. What do y'all think about that? I'm telling you, you can't make this up. Deion did everything for Jackson State, and he's still the bad guy. Unless I'm misinformed on this, and I could be wrong, maybe I didn't see it, but I never saw anywhere where Deion said his plans throughout his entire coaching career was to remain at Jackson State for 30 plus years. I never saw him say that. Maybe he did, but I haven't seen it. Whoa. Hold on. I've saved the best for last. I, a proud HBCU alum who has covered HBCUs for years, wrote about a fraud who used JSU and HBCU culture for 3 years for his own self-promotion after promising the moon and stars and only delivering temporary / unsustainable success. I'm going to highlight this word for you. He said fraud. That to me Maybe that's not a big deal to y'all, but to me, that's crossing the line. The first thing I thought when I saw this was, okay, this guy's obviously just jealous and envious of Coach Prime. There's not another way to say this. How are you calling a man a fraud after what he did at Jackson State? And it goes back to this. This happens for every head coach. When you dominate at a lesser school, which Jackson State is, it's a lesser school and program on the grand scheme of things, you level up. It's not just Deion Sanders. Let me repeat that word, every head coach does this. When you're up and coming as a head coach, you want to and you try to level up. That's a part of the game. You want to eventually get to the biggest name brand and one of the biggest jobs out there. And it's never, let me repeat that word, never a problem when all these other head coaches do it. But when Deion Sanders does it, it's a problem? Come on, man. Like, seriously, I'm asking a genuine question. What are we talking about here? Can somebody answer me in the comments why people are pissed off at Deion Sanders? Maybe I'm the oddball. Maybe I'm just built different, but I, for one, love what he just did. It's simple. He leveled up. There's nothing more to it. He leveled up. To all my Jackson State fans, he never promised he was going to be there for 35 years. He promised to change the program, and which he did. I'll tell you this much, and we're going to end it off here. It's just not good for my health to scream. One thing in life, I kind of live my life by this quote, and I think a lot of other people should too. You always need to leave a bathroom or wherever you're at, leave it better than you found it. And Deion Sanders, he did that at Jackson State. I know it's a controversial topic, so let me know your thoughts down below. But